for Hollywood. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Midsommar. It stars Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, William Jackson Harper, Will Poulter, Wilhelm Blumgren, and more. It is the story of Danny, played by Florence Pugh. She has recently suffered an enormous loss in her life. Her mentally ill sister, who lives with her parents, has killed her mother and father and herself, leaving Danny all alone. She's even more alone in one way because her boyfriend, Christian, played by Jack Rayner, was on the verge of breaking up with her and is emotionally distant. And he likes, I don't know if he likes to play head games, but he does. He sort of messes with her mind. Christian is trying to figure out what to do his doctoral thesis on, and is having trouble making a decision. So to clear his head, he plans on going to Sweden with his friend Josh, played by William Jackson Harper, Mark, played by Will Poulter, and Pelle, played by Wilhelm Blumgren. They're going to Sweden because that's where Pelle grew up, in a small village. And it is approaching midsummer, a time of year when they have this festival and give thanks for the bounty of the earth and blessings for the future crops and their livestock. They live a self-contained existence in this small village in Sweden. And that's really all I can tell you, because this is a bizarre movie. It's from the same director, I believe his name is Ari Aster, who directed Hereditary. And I believe he also wrote both movies. And it's weird. It's a horror movie that isn't a horror movie. It's an examination of clashing cultures, but it really isn't that either. It's about how some Americans, specifically the character played by Will Poulter, Mark, can make all Americans look really, really bad in the eyes of when they go to foreign countries. It's just about nature and love and the things some people go to appease their god, and it's weird. It's very weird, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The camera work is interesting. The set design, the whole art design of the film is just gorgeous once they get to Sweden. It's pretty average when they're in America, but once they get to Sweden, there's so much to look at, and there are times when the characters are under the influence of some sort of hallucinogenic, and everything in the frame is undulating, moving, flowing. It's just, for me, an incredible visual experience. And then there's the gore. There's a fair amount of it. Well, actually, that's not true. The gore there is widely scattered, but when it happens, it's really gory. And I'm not going to give away anything as far as what happens, but it's really, when it happens, you will not forget it. And again, it's spread out, and it kind of makes you question why these American characters, once they see this initial event, don't run screaming into the woods. They don't, for a couple of reasons that might stretch the credibility of the film a little bit, but otherwise, it's just a really interesting movie. I was always curious what the next thing was. What's the next weird festival thing they're going to do. What is the next time a character is going to either intentionally or unintentionally get dosed with something that's going to make the world move? It's a really interesting movie. You have to be patient with it. It's not an American horror movie. It is it's the entire experience. It isn't just the jump scare, and there aren't any jump scares in the film, but there is this constantly building tension that you don't even really realize you're feeling until it moves deeper into the story, and then it's like, oh, something bad's about to happen, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I just loved it. I thought it was terrific, and I really recommend it if you have the patience for it. If you are expecting Paranormal Activity or Friday the 13th or Halloween or something like that, or even It, then you're not going to like this movie. But if you have an open mind and are willing to accept this world for what it is and just go along for the ride, I really think you should see Midsommar. I am giving it a very enthusiastic 5 stars. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review of Midsommar. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, and if you'd like, you can do it the old-fashioned way and send me an email. Send it to StanTheMovieMan123@gmail.com. Until next time, later.